Okay, ready? Most important question right off the bat, Kevin. Can you tell us about your attire here tonight? It's unique. You got the slides on at the fight?
You know, I gotta go a little bit of casual. You ain't gonna see me in no pink jumpsuits and all that. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. Right now, it's business at hand. It's all hands on deck. I got 7 weeks. I'm out to whoop some ass.
You like this fight? You like this fight when it was presented to you against Barboza in Atlantic City?
Yeah, I loved it right off the bat. You know, the folks know I love a challenge more than anything. I'm not one of these guys that's out looking for easy fights, looking for money fights, looking for all this. I want the biggest challenge, and Barboza, hands down, is the best striker in lightweight history. So when I go out there and I take him out, then I'm gonna take that title too.
Have you decided where you're gonna train for this fight?
Yeah, I'll do all my training here in Vegas. Minimum traveling, you know, next week I think we got to travel a little bit for the on sale. But as far as my training is going to be here.
Will it be at Extreme Couture?
At Extreme Couture, you know, I'll kind of bounce between a couple other places. I'll go over to One Kick Nicks. They got a lot of good Muay Thai fighters. We've already put together the training camp. And I'm 2 weeks into it right now. I feel great. Body looks good. I mean, I'm in shape already. I'm ready to fight. I think in a couple more weeks you're gonna see a brand new me.
Who will serve as your head coach, if anyone?
Right now it's kind of up in the air still.
Okay.
You know, I'm kind of just taking what I've already learned and riding with it. And after this fight, then I'll kind of address that situation. The Barboza fight was presented. It was a good fight. I liked it. I wasn't gonna let the opportunity pass. I'm a guy. I love to fight. This is what I do. So it ain't gonna matter to me. And when they said it, I'm just taking it. And I was talking about maybe coming back in July, June, something like that. But I'm ready to get it in. I get that itch. I gotta go.
You called out a whole lot of guys during the time after the other fight, and you had, like, I think Nate Diaz. I mean, not Nate, and then you also had like Conor. Obviously, you talked a lot about him. What made you hungry for Barboza?
I don't want to fight nobody that don't want to fight. That's just hands down. Like the Nate Diaz fight was there. I thought that would have been a good fight. I would have wanted to take that one. Nate's a tough fighter. You know, a lot of people are real high on him, but you know, the man don't want to fight. I'm not a bully. If somebody don't want to fight, okay, all right. I ain't gonna bother you too much. You know, I don't talk too much shit about people that ain't gonna get me to where I'm going. So I like a challenge. Barboza was the biggest challenge out here right now. It was either Barboza or Eddie Alvarez. Eddie, that's easy money. I like a challenge.
You mentioned the coaching situation. Will Dewey Cooper still be a part of your camp?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the rest of my camp will still remain. I'll have Dewey Cooper. I have Corey Goodwin still in my corner. I have my brother Keith Lee. He'll be in my corner too. And then I have my new management, Markel. He'll be in my corner. So we're you know, we gonna be a complete team. Like I said, we already put together the training camp. We've already gone over the film. We've already got the sparring partners ready. I'm ready to get it in.
I think some of the funnest parts about your fight weeks is the chirping that typically goes on between you and your opponent, but there seems to be a lot of respect between you and Barboza. I mean, are you the kind of fighter that needs that a little bit to get amped up, and do you anticipate you're going to find some way to bring that out of him, hopefully?
Yeah, I mean, I have some fun. I'm going to have some fun with it. I always got some fun with it. When we do the on sale next week, me and Barboza, we gonna have some fun. You know, the man he a little shy, he a little timid, he a little in his shell. I'm going to see if I can bring him he either going to go further in it or he going to come up out of it. You know, the focus on me, I'm going to do my thing. Right now, my thing is just to be focused. It's about this fight. It's about winning this fight. That's the only thing that matters to me. All the rest of the antics and all that, I don't even give a fuck about. It's winning the fight, hands down. Then after that, then we'll see what we're playing with.
You said earlier this week that you weren't impressed with Khabib's performance against Edson, but we saw the way Edson, you know, fought in that fight. Did it make you think your skill set, you know, was even more primed to beat him?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at all these guys for a long time. The guys that have already been, that are at the top. I've been dissecting their game for a long time, so I've already been kind of looking at Edson and seeing where he's been weak at. Khabib just kind of highlighted some of those weaknesses, you know, him not being able to fight backwards, all these things. But, yeah, I wasn't too impressed with Khabib. I'm going to do 10 times the work on Edson, and I think that's really what's going to show through the fight. I think that's going to be like the highlight. When you look at it, you're going to say, you know, he lost to Khabib and Tony, but he ain't gonna lose the way he gonna lose to me on April 21st.
After your Ferguson fight, I mean, you had a lot going on that week. You had the staph infection. You were fighting through a lot of things. But what have you reflected on from that fight, taken away from it to take into your next camp?
Yeah, I think the losses are where you get that real experience at. So that's the only thing I'm taking from it. I'm already over it. I'm past it. You'll see on April 21st. You'll see a brand. I promise the folks a brand new me. That's what they gonna see. More poised, calm, collected, going out there and getting the job done. And I'm confident in the motherfucker still, so I'm ready to go.
Speaking of that confidence, I saw something recently, I think from this guy here, that you were talking about facing Conor by the end of the year. How do you project your going? Where do you see that fight coming up?
I always kind of like playing on my year. I think that fight is still up in the air. I think it's still there to be had. I think he comes back, he fights the winner of Khabib and Tony, probably be Tony, International Fight Week, whatever it's gonna be. But then that fight happens at the end of the year. Me and Conor. I think that's been the biggest fight. I think that's a fight that everybody's been looking forward to, and it's right there within striking distance. So my job right now is to go out there, take out Edson, and then we'll see. We'll talk down with, his people will call my people, and we'll have some fun with it.
This isn't totally related, but it's been a topic of conversation among a couple of us. Seems like fans are doing this Ric Flair, like, woo!
Yeah.
More and more and more. It drives some of us crazy. How do you feel about it?
I think it's somebody was telling me it's a Vegas thing too. It's like for the hockey team or something like that. I don't know. It kind of, I'm with you. It kind of take away from the fight. Especially when it's a good fight happening like Kat versus the Brazilian girl just now. I mean, it is kind of annoying, but fans are gonna fans, right? They gonna do it. Stupid people gonna do stupid shit. Like, you just gonna do what you're gonna do.
I'm assuming you watched Barboza fight Khabib, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that the blueprint right there, considering, what he did to him on the ground? Are you going to try to replicate that?
Nah, Khabib looked terrible in that fight. It ain't going to be the blueprint. I mean, he's just barreling down, coming straight forward like a tank. I got a little more style and I got a little more. My goal is just to be a better me and just to show a more well-rounded game. I've always said this at the beginning. I want to be the most well-rounded mixed martial artist, period. And that doesn't mean, just taking kicks and just trying to walk through them. If me and Barboza go out there and we get into a kicking war, I guarantee you I'll win.
Do you really think he looked terrible in that fight?
Khabib?
Yeah, some 10-8.
The man looked the same that he did a couple years ago,
right.
And to me as a competitor, I can't give that praise. When a guy is constantly evolving, then I give that praise. But the man looked the same as he did when he fought Dos Anjos 5-6 years ago, and I mean, I'm just not seeing no evolution in the game. I think at least with me, like the folks are gonna see something new every time I'm out, and you never know what I'm gonna do. You don't know if I'm going backwards, forward, southpaw, orthodox, if I'm striking, if I'm wrestling, and I think that's really what mixed martial arts is about, not just tanking through everything.
Who do you consider the real champ right now? Like, there's a lot of confusion as to, I guess, who the kingpin is at 155.
I think it's hands down as Tony. I think Tony Ferguson is a fight I'm looking to get back into. Everything that I'm setting out is a plan to get back to that fight. He's been the real champ, and I don't really see no confusion about it, really. I mean, you got Conor that has a belt, but the man just not a champ, and I think he even knows that. If he comes back and when he fights, then if he beats Tony, then obviously he'll have it. But right now, Tony Ferguson is the best. He's the real champ, and he's the one I'm getting back to.
One last one. I don't know how much of a UFC historian you are, but they used to go to Atlantic City all the time, and they haven't been to Boardwalk Hall in 13 years, but they used to go there all the time. Did that, like, when you found out about this, were you like, oh, cool, it's cool to go back there? Some of the old pay-per-views used to be there.
Well, I mean, mostly Tommy Hearns had his first world title fight there. Motor City Cobra, you got the Motown Phenom now. I think this is just showing, you had Joe Louis who fought there a lot. So many Detroit fighters that used to train under Emmanuel Stewart with fighting in Atlantic City. It's been a huge fight town, and I think that this is just showing the evolution of combat sports in general. In places like Detroit, Philly, New Jersey, they're still on boxing, and I think this is going to really be another one to kind of show it's the evolution, and that's what I'm here to show.
All right, cool.
Thanks, guys.
Bad. All right, sweet.